this just kind of helps to even out one's complexion, but it doesn't give any coverage. It just, like I said, evens out complexion and makes you look all dewy and nice. It has SPF in it, which is really nice. So on a day that you're just running to the grocery store or you have a outside event, whatever it is, this is a really nice one to have. And I think it looks really, really pretty on the skin, especially on camera. So I am just taking the smallest bit and putting this kind of everywhere where that bronzer is not. But most days I just do bronzer and then concealer. Sorry, a plane is going overhead. Now I'm taking a Morphe blending brush and that bronzer and popping that in the crease of my eyelid. Now I am taking this brown from a Morphe palette that I have and just kind of deepening that crease. I don't do eyeshadow. This was a rare occasion. So I just made that a tad bit darker on the outer V of my eyelid, just to give it, like I said, some depth and to look a tad bit smoky. And now I'm taking my Ilia concealer. This is not full coverage, but I think it looks beautiful. So most days I do bronzer and then the Ilia concealer. So I like to blend this out with my finger. I think it helps to build product and not waste it, especially when you're working with a concealer or liquid product that just isn't full coverage. And then I take that up on the sides of my nose, and I take a lot of time blending my products, making sure I get it in the corners. Just patting that out, and then using a makeup wipe to take off any product that got on my lips. Taking that same brown shade and that same blending brush, the fluffy blending brush, and putting that on my lower lash line. I think this helps to make my eyes pop. Again, I usually just do bronzer on my eyelids, so this is more of an occasional makeup look. Very occasional. I just don't enjoy doing eyeshadow, and bronzer is just so convenient. I think it looks more natural. And then taking that brush that we used with the Ilia skin tint and just making sure everything is blended and melted together. And then that concealer kind of dulled down the bronzer just a slight bit, so I'm going in and just tapping to bring back some color. That brush blended nicely, but it just didn't pick up product like I wanted it to, so it took longer to do my powder than it normally would. Now I'm going in with my Kylie blush in the shade Pink Powder. I love this blush, and my Real Techniques brush. I'm putting that on the apples of my cheeks. I understand that this could make my face look more round, whatever it is. I could put it up higher, so I appreciate if you are going to tell me to put it up higher. But I love my full face. I love my big eyes. I love my big cheeks that are really full, and my broad cheekbones, and I just really embrace that. I'm not trying to get away from that. So thank you for the makeup tip if you're gonna give it to me, but that's the way that I like to do my blush. And then I put the blush just a tad bit on my nose and cheek and forehead, like just to even out color. Then I used my It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara and put that on the ends of my falsies just to darken them up, since I did use eyeshadow. I got a little mini trio set of the KKW Beauty lip liners. Again, I can't remember the shade off the top of my head, but it will be in the description box. So number one, the pigment is there. The pigment is amazing. so, so